So, dear friends, today's topic is simple past tense. So, when do we use simple past tense? Okay, simple past tense indicates a completed action in the past. So, there is no relationship between your situation in the sentence and then today. So, we use the past simple tense to talk about actions or events that happened in the past. Okay? And are now finished. So here are some key situations that I want to talk to you. I want to just mention. When we use simple past, okay, completed actions in the past. This is the first usage. Used to describe something that happened at a specific time in the past. For example, I visited Paris last year, okay, or a series of completed actions as well. For example, she woke up, she brushed her teeth, and left for work. What does it mean, series of completed actions? It means a sequence, okay, to list actions that occurred in seconds in the past, or past habits or routines. So, used to talk about things that happened regularly in the past, but no longer happen. For example, we always walked to school when we were kids. Another usage, definite time references. When a specific time in the past mentioned, for example, yesterday, last week, in 1990, so there will be a specific time in the past is mentioned in your sentence, so we can use past tense. For example, they moved to New York in 2015. Another usage, state or situation in the past. What does it mean? State or situation in the past. To describe something that was true in the past, but is no longer true, okay? She lived in London before moving to Tokyo. Finished. She lived in London before moving to Tokyo, so I don't know where she is now. Maybe she is in Tokyo or not. I don't care. Just before Tokyo, she lived in London, that's all. Another usage. For example, what can we say? Okay, he bought a new car last month, for example. So it happened in the past, it's completed action in the past, so there is no connection. Okay, so let's see the structure before another examples. Okay, positive sentences, it means affirmative. Subject plus verb to, it means past form. She played tennis yesterday. Negative form, subject plus didn't plus verb. Base form, verb 1 form. They did not go to the party. Okay? Question form. Did plus subject plus base form of verb. Verb 1. Did you see the movie? Okay? So let's see some examples. She walked to the store. She went to school. She went home. She didn't go home. She didn't go to school. She did not play basketball yesterday. Or I visited my grandparents last weekend. Negative form, she didn't go to the concert. Question form, did you watch the football game? Okay, till here, understood everything? Perfect. So, when to use past simple? Okay, let's refresh. Completed actions in the past. What I said to you, he bought a new car last month. Or actions that happened one after the other, sequence, to describe series of completed actions. I finished my homework, had dinner, and then went to bed. Finished. Habits in the past. To talk about something that regularly happened in the past. For example, we played football every Saturday when we were kids. Or another usage, situations or states in the past. So, when are we using it? To describe a state or condition that existed in the past. For example, she lived in New York for 5 years. I said to you, remember? Okay. For example, they arrived at the party early. Or we didn't see her at the meeting yesterday. Did you call him last night? So the past simple is often used with time expressions like yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, in 2010, in 1990. Okay? Okay, so let's move on. Past tense can be used with regular verbs or irregular verbs. With regular verbs, Let's now. Regular verbs. Okay, for regular verbs, simply add ed to the base form. Okay, if the verbs ends in e, just you need to add the. Okay, walk, walked. For example, she walked to the park. Play, played. They played soccer yesterday. Or jump, jumped. Okay, for example, he jumped over the fence. But irregular verbs are too difficult. So unfortunately, you have to memorize all of them because irregular verbs do not follow the ed rule. So their past forms are unique. For example, go, went. We went to the beach last weekend. See, saw. I saw a shooting star last night. Eat, ate. They ate dinner at 6 p.m. Okay? And one another variant we have. Okay, regular, regular. Now the verb to be form we have. The verb to be has two past tense forms, was or were. Was it with singular forms and were with plural personal pronouns. Was or were. I was, he was, she was, it was, we were, you were, and they were. Okay? I was tired after the workout. You were, we were, they were. Excited about the concert. So, usage of past tense. Let's go ahead. Completed actions in the past. I mentioned, right? So, to express actions that started and finished at a specific time in the past. But you don't need to mention this specific time in the past. Just we know it. I ate breakfast at 7 a.m. or they graduated from the college in 2010. Another usage, habitual actions, right? In the past. Describes an action that were regular or habitual in the past. For example, she jogged every morning when she was younger. Okay? Every summer we visited our grandparents. Okay, now. Let's see. Third one. Past states or conditions. We use this usage to talk about situations or conditions that existed in the past. They lived in New York before moving to California, or there was a beautiful garden behind the house. Fourth one, sequential past actions to describe series of actions that happened one after another in the past. He woke up, brushed his teeth, and left for work. Or I finished my homework, watched TV, and then went to bed. Okay? So, fourth. Oh, it's fourth? Yeah, no, it's fifth. What is the first one? The first one is completed actions in the past. Second one, had habitual actions. Third one, past states, conditions. Fourth one, sequential past actions. Fifth one, and it's now. Past continuous for background information. So we use it to provide background actions that were ongoing when another action occurred. It sets the scene for an event. So in the following video, I will explain detailedly past continuous form. Okay, but not now. Just see the examples. That's enough. While I was cooking, the guests arrived. Okay, the first action was ongoing behind while I was cooking, but the second one, completed action, at the same time occurred, and it sets the scene for an event. So the guests arrived. It was raining, okay, background, when the match started. So let's see, 6-1, past perfect for prior actions. Okay, I think next week I would like to record the video about perfect and past perfect. So wait for it, please. So when we use past perfect for prior actions, okay, past perfect tense indicates that one past action happened before another past action. So past perfect tense is actually past of past. So without past tense, you cannot use past perfect tense. For example, she had already left when I arrived. So when I arrived here, she had already left. So the action happened, completed, finished when I arrived. Okay. By the time. By the time is the synonym of when in past perfect tense. By the time the movie started, we had found our seats. We had found our seats. Okay, it's finished. Now the movie started. Okay. So let's see some examples. He bought a new car last month. They graduated from college in 2010. She studied French when she was in high school. Every winter they traveled to mountains. Or he felt tired after the long journey. There was a beautiful sunset last night. She opened the window, looked outside, and sighed. Um, he took a shower, got dressed, and left the house for sequential actions. Or background information past continuous, right? They were having dinner when the lights went out. Perfect. Or it was snowing when we arrived at the cabin. Okay. Prior actions past perfect now. Okay. She had never seen the ocean before her trip to Hawaii. So she had never seen the ocean before her trip to Hawaii. Or by the time we got to the theater, the movie had already started. Then we got to the theater together in orderly. So another examples, another subjects. Let's see. So you can use past tense to tell a story. Okay, narratives. Yesterday, I went to the park with my friends. We played frisbee, had a picnic, and then took a walk through the forest. Okay, and it was a beautiful day. That's a good story, right? Okay, second one to describe past events. Last week, I traveled to Italy. I visited Rome, Florence, and Venice. I ate delicious food and saw amazing sights. I took lots of photos to remember my trip. Third version of usage of past tense. Expressing past states. Okay. I was very tired after my long flight. I was also a bit jet lagged, but I was excited to explore the city. So let's say common misuses of past tense. Using past tense incorrectly can lead to confusion. So let's understand it with some examples. First one, mixing up tenses. In present simple tense lesson, in present continuous tense lesson, I mentioned all of them, right? I said it to you. Not mix up tenses always. For example, using past tense when a different tense is needed. So I was eating dinner when you arrived. This is incorrect. I was eating dinner when you arrived, not arrived. Or incorrect verb forms. Using the wrong form of the verb in the past tense. For example, he goed to the store. Goed, what is goed? I went to the store, irregular form. Or using present tense instead of past. For example, she writes a letter yesterday. Yesterday you used. So you need to use past tense, right? She wrote a letter yesterday. Or another one, for example, subject verb agreement errors. Incorrectly conjugating the verb based on the subject. Guys, they was happy. No, they were happy. Or overusing past perfect. It's a narrative. You cannot overuse it. There should be a story related to past perfect. Using past perfect when simple past is sufficient. Okay, it's your mistake. I had saw the movie yesterday. Yeah, why you use yesterday? Why you are using I had saw? Okay, I had saw. Are you sure? I had saw. The sentence is totally wrong. I saw the movie yesterday. Or another one, misplacing time. For example, incorrectly placing time expressions leading to tense confusion, right? She was to the market yesterday. She went to the market yesterday. Or another one. While I was walking, I see a strange bird. I was walking. While I was walking, I saw a strange bird. Or they drinked all the juice. No, they drank all the juice. He played soccer last weekend. No, you use last weekend. So you need to say he played soccer last weekend. Subject verb agreement. So let's give an example. The team are winning the game. The team are winning the game. What does it mean? The team won the game. But we need to just put a note here. Team is singular in American English. Okay, but plural in British English. But winning or won is more about correct past tense usage. Okay, one more. Overusing past perfect. I said to you, she had went to the concert last night. No, she went to the concert last night because there was a specific time. Okay, and not the seconds. Or I was born in 1990. Okay, just I was born in 1990. This is actually correct. Possibly a better example. Okay, but if I say, for example, I was born in Canada or I had born in 1990, okay, these are totally wrong, incorrect sentences. Another one, she was happy today. No. If you are referring to the past, you need to say she was happy yesterday. So guys, difference between past simple and past continuous. Understanding the distinctions between these tenses is crucial for precise communication. Past simple describes a completed action or event that happened at a specific time in the past. So, I think you remember the structure, subject, past form of the verb, right? So, I visited Japan last year, or they finished their project yesterday. So, what is the key point here? The key point here is emphasizing that the action is finished and not connected to the present, but past continuous or the past progressive, yeah, describes an action that was ongoing at a particular moment in the past or was happening when another action occurred. It means together with past tense or together with another past continuous. So subject was verb, present participle. It means ing form of verb. So she was reading a book when the phone rang. Or they were playing soccer at 5 p.m. yesterday. Okay, what is the key point here? Finally, focuses on the continuity or duration of an action in the past. Important part is here, guys. So, difference between past simple and past perfect. What I said to you, past perfect is past of past. So to use past perfect tense, you have to use past tense or any signal, any time, any limit, any block, any wall. Something refers to past, then you can use past perfect. Without past, without time in the past, or without something in the past, or any other action in the past, you cannot use past perfect tense. Past perfect tense indicates one past action occurred before another past action. So subject had plus verb 3. It means past participle you need to use. So by the time, it means when. By the time this show started, we had already arrived. Okay, or she had finished her homework before dinner. Or equally, there is simple past tense or past continuous tense. No, but before dinner is the most important part here. It's the signal. It's the wall. It's my limit. When past perfect tense, when the action in past perfect finished, completed, and our past started. So before dinner is the signal. So, difference between past perfect and present perfect. Actually, there was a really giant difference between them. Okay. For example, present perfect tense connects past actions or events to the present. So it can describe actions that occurred at an unspecified time before now or actions that started in the past and continue to the present, right? So the structure is subject have has plus past participle, have has verb 3. So I visited France. She has lived there for 5 years. So what is the key point here? Emphasizing the relevance or impact of past actions on the present. That's all. So, conclusion and key takeaways. Comparative examples to further illustrate the difference and consider the following scenarios, guys. Now, Seconds of actions, okay? Past simple. I ate dinner and went to bed. Past perfect form. I had eaten the dinner before I went to bed. Or ongoing action interrupted by another action. Past continuous tense. Remember? They were watching TV when the power went out. Or past simple. They watched TV before the power went out. Or unspecified time versus specific time. Present perfect. She has traveled to many countries. No specific time mentioned here. Or past simple form. She traveled to many countries last year. Specific time last year. Completed action with present relevance. So, what is present perfect tense here? I have lost my keys. I still don't have them now. Okay? But I lost my keys yesterday. Specific past event you can find here. So, simple past used for completed actions at a specific past time. Past continuous used for ongoing past actions or to set the scene. Or past perfect used to show that one past action occurred before another. And present perfect tense, finally, used to connect past actions to the present or when the exact time is not specified. So common misuses often involve incorrect verb forms, tense mixing, and subject-verb agreement errors. Okay? Remember? Perfect. So, I think we can finish here. So in the next video, I think I will record a video about past continuous tense. Okay? So if you have any further questions, please write it in chat box or send it to us by WhatsApp. So thank you for today, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.